training him.
Look at his,
That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female.
No.
I don't have anything on me. It was just I've never had nobody.
I know.
It was awkward.
These are times when creepy cops use their power to fulfill their own lust, starting with this new officer who was just supposed to search the woman. But he did far more than that. On January 5th, 2019, Kaylee Coates was driving with her boyfriend and family when police stopped her car. This happened after she turned onto 28th Street from Virginia Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky. Officer Tyler Gelnett, one of the officers at the scene, asked her to step out of the vehicle.
Do me a favor, bring her back here, okay? This is one time it's best to bring her back here.
The stop began because another officer smelled marijuana coming from a passenger. During the first search near her car, Gelnett touched her in a way that made her uncomfortable, especially around her lower body. Then, he took her to the back of the car for a second search. This time, he moved his hands over her lower abdomen, up her legs, and touched her buttocks. Another officer, who was watching, quickly stepped in. This officer explained that Gelnett was new, still in training, and had searced her the wrong way.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out. Go back there.
So rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and is that your daughter?
He's training.
He's training.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually.
For example, male officers are supposed to use the back of their hands when searching women, but Gelnett used his fingers instead. Kaylee told the other officer it felt awkward and wrong.
No.
It's just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Look at his fingers.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female. I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
Only a female officer was.
Male.
Her boyfriend, who saw everything, said Gelnett looked right at him while doing it. The second officer spoke to Kaylee after stopping him. He promised Gelnett would face consequences. The body camera recorded this apology, and he told Kaylee everything was being filmed to reassure her.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our hands.
That's a violation right there.
So that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. Okay? It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay?
He also asked about her daughter in the car, suggesting Kylie comfort her since she might be scared.
Is that your daughter in the car?
That's my niece.
Niece? All right. I know she's probably a little worried.
The officer explained they needed to check the car for marijuana because someone admitted to smoking earlier. After that, he said they could leave.
All right. Now, I need to check and just make sure that there's no marijuana in the car.
I understand.
He already told me that y'all smoked earlier, okay? I want to reassure you. Once we do that, be on your way, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Kaylee, still upset, told him no one had ever searched her like that before.
It was just I've never had nobody.
I know.
It was awkward.
Later in early 2020, Kaylee filed a lawsuit against the city. On February 11th, 2025, Louisville agreed to pay her $50,000 to settle the case. The settlement papers said this wasn't an admission of guilt, just a way to end the dispute. Meanwhile, Gelnett faced more trouble. In November 2020, he was charged with official misconduct and drug trafficking for taking marijuana from cases and giving it to a woman he knew. He left the police department and, in 2021, pleaded guilty to misconduct.
You have your license or registration on you?
I actually don't have it in this car, but what if I show you these? Well, what if you touch them?
Let's try.
Next, we have a video that ended up taking the carrier of the police officer. In May 2024, Metro Nashville Police Department fired Officer Sean Herman after this shocking video surfaced online. The video, posted on OnlyFans by a woman named Jordan, showed Herman groping her breasts during a fake traffic stop. Titled, "Can't Believe He Didn't Arrest Me." It was filmed at the end of April 2024.
I'll let you go with a warning. Just next time slow it down for me, alright? You have a good night.
Thanks.
What the f***?
These make life.
Jordan was driving with a man in the passenger seat who recorded the incident. He warned her about speeding, saying she was going 65 in a 45. When Herman, in his police uniform, approached, Jordan admitted she had no license or registration. She then exposed her breasts, and Herman responded casually. Jordan asked if he wanted to touch them, and he did, also grabbing his genitals through his pants.
You have your license or registration on you?
I actually don't have it in this car, but what if I show you these?
Man, it's 2024. I can see on the internet anytime.
Well, what if you touch them?
Let's try. Yeah, that makes it a little better.
He let her go with a warning, leaving the passenger stunned.
I'll let you go with a warning. Just next time slow it down for me, alright? You have a good night.
Thanks.
What the f***?
camera avoided showing Herman's face, but a glimpse of his MNPD patch gave him away. MNPD learned of the video on Wednesday, May 8, 2024, and launched an investigation. By Thursday, May 9th, they confirmed Herman, a 3-year officer since 2021, was involved and fired him. Police believe the stunt was planned by Jordan, the passenger, and Herman, though it's unclear if he was on duty. Spokesperson Don Aaron called it one of the most outrageous, disrespectful acts against the department's staff and reputation. At last, this deputy named faced charges after using his position to harass and manipulate women during traffic stops.
Gotta pull your hair back out of your eyes. You're all right. So make sure I can see into your eyes. Good. Nope, don't look at the light. Look up here for me.
Brian D. Lee, who served as a trooper from January 2006 until October 2013, used his authority to harass and manipulate women, crossing professional boundaries in ways that left his victims feeling violated and helpless. One particularly troubling incident, captured on body camera footage, provides a clear window into his misconduct and the discomfort it caused. This case, along with others, eventually led to his arrest and a 5-year prison sentence in federal court for violating the civil rights of multiple women. From the very start, his behavior stands out as unprofessional. Lee can be heard making inappropriate comments and jokes.
That like orange carpet last week, so I would have saw you. You probably wouldn't have to.
Nice white guy.
You probably wouldn't have had to call your cousin.
Far removed from the expected conduct of a law enforcement officer. He flirts openly with the driver, commenting on her outfit in a way that she later said made her feel exposed and uneasy. His tone is casual, almost playful, as he exchanges remarks that blur the line between a routine stop and something far more personal. For the two women, what should have been a straightforward interaction quickly turned into an uncomfortable encounter.
I'm trying to get a nice white guy to take me home. Just take her home and handcuff her and just do it.
That was just that like orange carpet last week, so I would have saw you. You probably wouldn't have to.
A nice white guy.
You probably wouldn't have had to call your
You
cousin.
take me home, and I'm wearing a little dress. I'm dressed like a hooker. We did go there. What more do I have to do? I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm just telling you that I do not want to get in trouble for you being looking like that. I can't get in trouble for looking like that.
As the stop continues, Lee escalates his behavior. He directs the driver to step out of the car for a field sobriety test. Rather than treating this as a serious procedure, he approaches it like a game, joking and making offhand remarks that undermine the gravity of the situation. The driver, visibly tense, asks if she might be arrested, but Lee brushes off her concern with a dismissive attitude. His actions suggest he's more interested in prolonging the interaction than enforcing the law. The passenger, watching from the car, later described feeling a growing sense of unease as Lee's focus seemed to shift from duty to something more invasive. After determining the driver wasn't intoxicated, Lee lets her go, but his attention then turns to the passenger.
I don't know, I can't really see.
I'm not indecent.
Tell her to get. Can we tell her to get out of the car, step out of the car?
I'll step out of the car.
Tell her to step out of the car. We'll play this game. Watch.
Am I going to get arrested for this?
For what?
Step out of the car.
You were a nice white guy.
Can you please show me your dick?
Please tell me to get back in the car.
I'll get you out here in a second.
Oh my God, I am so sorry, officer.
I apologize.
We can play that one once I turn the camera off.
Hey, do you have one of those cameras in your car?
Yes, you just said you got to turn it off before you play that game. Then you just jump up and turn it off.
But I do have to get you out, just make sure you
That's
have
fine.
it.
You can go ahead and do it.
And then I'll come back up and we'll play that game.
Can I have my license though?
Yep, after I run it.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you're not wanted. That's Newark.
What do you want me to do?
Just come on out. Stand out here in front of my car.
Here, his behavior crosses yet another line. The passenger reported that Lee expressed interest in taking a photograph with his hand on her chest. She felt trapped, unsure how to respond to an officer who held power over her at that moment. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a broader pattern that would soon come to light. The passenger's report triggered a larger investigation by the FBI, which uncovered a troubling history of similar actions by Lee. Over his 8 years as a trooper, he had targeted multiple women during traffic stops, using his badge to manipulate and coerce them. In some cases, he offered to overlook traffic violations or criminal charges in exchange for these acts. Several victims described being groped or pressured while handcuffed, unable to resist or escape. Lee even went so far as to stalk some of these women afterward, tracking them down on social media and sending messages that ranged from flirtatious to threatening. For example, one woman received nearly 30 Facebook messages from him in a single month, including one that warned, "Next time you meet me may not play out so nicely." They found evidence of at least 4 clear cases where Lee violated the civil rights of female motorists, alongside a felony count of cyberstalking. In October 2014, he pleaded guilty to these charges in federal court. On April 9, 2015, U.S. District Judge Michael Watson sentenced him to 60 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. The judge called Lee's actions reprehensible, noting how he'd utterly sullied the reputation of the Ohio Highway Patrol.